My husband secretly got a vasectomy while we were trying for a baby, then watched me break myself thinking I was the problem. My name is Emily. I'm 31. My husband's name is Jack. He's 33. We've been together 8 years, married for 5. From the outside, we look like that typical, ready for the next chapter couple. Decent jobs, small house in the suburbs, stable enough. All our friends having babies. We always talked about kids in that vague, someday way. Yeah, for sure, I want to be a dad. 2 kids sounds perfect. We'll be the fun parents. About a year and a half ago, someday became now. I was 30. She was 32. My sister had just had her second. My feed was all pregnancy announcements and gender reveals. One night, I said, maybe we should stop being careful. He smiled, kissed me, and said, let's do it. Let's make a baby. I was so happy I cried. The first few months were fun. No more birth control. No more condoms. We joked about baby making time. I tracked my cycle, bought ovulation strips, downloaded an app. Every 2 weeks, I'd pee on a stick and hope. Nothing. Negative. Negative again. At 6 months, I started to worry. Just a little. Everyone says, it can take time, don't stress. 6 to 12 months is normal. So I tried to be chill. At 8 months, it was harder to be chill. Everyone around me seemed to be pregnant by accident. I mentioned seeing a doctor. Jack shrugged. Sure, if it makes you feel better, he said. But don't overthink it, Em. The more you stress, the harder it is. Just relax. He said relax like it wasn't my entire life hanging in the balance. I went first. Blood tests, hormone panels, ultrasound, awkward exams. I cut caffeine, drank more water, changed my diet. The doctor said, everything looks pretty normal. Your age is fine. I don't see any obvious issues. They suggested Jack should get checked too. Standard procedure. I brought it up that night. Hey, my doctor thinks you should do a sperm analysis. Just routine. He made a face. That's the jerking off in a clinic thing, right? Yeah, I said. It's not fun, but neither is someone shoving a wand up your cervix, and I did that, so... He laughed. Point taken. Okay, I'll do it. Just give me a bit. Work's crazy right now. Weeks went by, then months. Every time I gently reminded him, he had a reason. Big project. Too tired. Forgot to call. What if they mess it up? Meanwhile, I was stabbing my finger to check progesterone, buying supplements, tracking my temperature, teeing on every possible stick like a human science experiment. He had the nerve to say, you're getting a little obsessed, Em. Maybe we just need to let things happen naturally. Let things happen naturally while I'm scheduling my life around ovulation windows. Around the 12-month mark, the conversations got heavier. I cried more. He pulled away more. Anytime we argued about anything, dishes, money, something stupid, it always ended with, you're just stressed about the baby stuff, or you're not the same anymore. Everything is about pregnancy. I started believing I was broken, defective. At my next doctor visit, they said, at this point, we'd recommend having your partner evaluated. Fertility is 50-50. It's not just on you. I felt embarrassed telling them. He hasn't made the appointment yet. They suggested a fertility clinic for both of us. I went home, printed the referral, and put it on the table. We have an appointment as a couple in 3 weeks, I said. I need you to come in. I can't keep doing this alone. He looked trapped for a second, then forced a smile. Yeah, sure, of course. We're in this together, right? Spoiler. He was not in this together. Twist number 1 came from a stupid email. I was going through our shared health insurance portal one night, trying to see if fertility stuff would be covered. We have one login for both of us because I'm the one who actually reads things. I filtered claims by Jack and date, just to see what we'd spent this year. There were the usual things: a physical, some urgent care visit for a sinus infection. Then one entry made my eyes stop. Urology consult, Vasectomy counseling. Date, 9 months ago. Provider, Dr. Urology Clinic. My heart dropped into my stomach. I clicked it. There it was in black and white. Discussed elective vasectomy as permanent form of contraception. Patient understands procedure is intended to be permanent. Underneath, another claim. Vasectomy procedure, bilateral vas deferens ligation. Date, 1 month later. Status, completed. I checked the dates again. He had the consultation at month 3 of us trying. Had the actual vasectomy at month 4. We'd been trying for 8 more months after that. I sat there, staring at the screen, shaking so hard I could barely breathe. While I was choking down prenatal vitamins and crying over negative tests, my husband had already made sure I could not get pregnant by him. I confronted him when he got home. I didn't lead in gently. I couldn't. I held up my phone and said, "When were you planning to tell me you got a vasectomy?" He froze, went completely white. What? Don't play dumb, I said. I saw the insurance claims, urology consult. Vasectomy, follow-up. You did it 9 months ago, Jack. He rubbed his face. You weren't supposed to see that. That's what you're opening with? I snapped. Not, I'm sorry, not let me explain, just, you weren't supposed to see that? He tried to recover. Okay, just sit down. Let's talk. Talk? I almost laughed. We've been having sex without protection for almost a year, while I've been blaming my body. And you want to talk? He tried to spin some story about panic. I freaked out, okay? All this baby talk all at once. I wasn't ready. I thought I had more time. I booked the consult just to ask questions, and then it kind of snowballed, and I just did it. I was going to tell you. When? I asked. On our kid's 18th birthday, he said. I thought maybe if it was meant to happen, it would happen anyway. I stared at him. That's not how vasectomies work, you absolute idiot. Then he said the line that made me see red. You're overreacting. It's not that big of a deal. I panicked. Twist number 2 came when I dug deeper, because at that point, I needed to know if he'd told anyone the truth. Friends, family, a random stranger, anyone but me. While he was at work the next day, I went back into the insurance portal. There was a little button I hadn't noticed before. Download Visit Notes PDF. I clicked the vasectomy consult. In the notes, there was a section. Reason for procedure. Patient states he does not want children now or in future. Partner believes they are trying to conceive, but patient reports he is not ready and hopes infertility workup will show issue on her side. Advised on ethical considerations. Patient verbalized understanding. I had to read that line 3 times. Hopes infertility workup will show issue on her side. He didn't just get a vasectomy behind my back. He told the urologist he hoped I'd get blamed. I thought that was rock bottom. It wasn't. That night, I got into his iPad. Same passcode as always, because he never thought I had a reason to look. There was a group chat with his friends. I scrolled back months. About a week after his vasectomy, he'd sent. Pulled the plug, boys. Snip, snip. No kids for this guy. One friend. Dude, what about Emily? I thought you guys were trying. Jack. She thinks we are. I'm not ready to be a dad, man. I'm not built for that. Doctor says it'll probably take them a year of tests to figure shit out anyway. Another friend. Kinda messed up, bro. Jack. Relax. Em is obsessed with the idea. Once her doc says she has a low fertility or whatever, it won't be on me. I'll be supportive husband. Win-win. Twist number 2. It wasn't a panic decision. It was planned, talked about, joked about. He wanted my body to take the blame. I showed him the screenshots. So your plan was what? I asked. Let me spend a year thinking I'm barren until a doctor hands me a report saying I'm broken, while you sit there, snipped and smug? He snapped. I never said you're broken. You implied it every time you told me I was trying too hard or making everything about pregnancy, I said. Every time you said, Maybe you're stressing your body too much. You let me believe it was me." He threw his hands up. "I just didn't want kids, okay? Isn't that my right? I didn't sign a contract." "Then be a man and say that," I shot back. "You had a million chances to say, 'Emily, I don't want kids.' Instead, you fucked with my head and my hormones and my timeline." He said, "If I told you, you'd leave." There it was. "So you lied," I said, "so you could keep me, keep the marriage, keep the sex, and never have a kid. And if we found out I couldn't have one, bonus." He tried to flip it on me. "You're acting like I abused you or something. I just made a medical choice for my body. You made a medical choice for my life," I said quietly. Twist number 3 came from somewhere I didn't expect. A message request on Instagram from a woman named Hannah. Her message: "Hey, you don't know me, but I think we need to talk about Jack." I almost ignored it. Then I saw the second part. "I'm not trying to blow up your life, but I think he's been lying to both of us." My stomach dropped. We messaged. Then we got on a call. Turns out Hannah is 29. Lives in our city. Met Jack at his gym. He told her he was separated, stuck in a dead marriage with someone who doesn't want kids. He'd been seeing her for about 5 months. He told her up front he didn't want children, ever. That he'd taken care of it and had a vasectomy. He even joked about it. "I'm the safest guy you'll ever sleep with." I felt like I was going to throw up. With her, he was honest. With me, he let me Google prenatal vitamins and cry over negative tests. I asked how she found me. She said, "He slipped up. He said something about you trying for a baby," and I was like, "What?" I looked you up. The timelines didn't make sense. It was eating me alive. I'm sorry. Twist number 3. While I was scheduling fertility appointments, he was having honest, child-free sex with someone who wasn't his wife. He couldn't tell his wife the truth, but he could tell his girlfriend. Cool. Twist number 4 wasn't dramatic. It was quiet. At my next doctor appointment, we went over all my test results again, this time with me knowing the truth. My doctor said, "Your labs are still good. Your ovaries look fine. Your hormones are within normal range. There's no clear reason why you shouldn't be able to conceive." The words hit differently now. No clear reason, because the reason wasn't in my blood work. The reason was sitting at home with cut tubes and a guilty conscience. I remember walking out of the clinic, sitting in my car, and just laughing. Because for a year, my inner monologue was, "I'm broken. My body is failing. I waited too long. This is my fault." And it was never me. I texted Jack, "My fertility is fine, in case you were wondering." He left it on scene. Right now, here's where I am. I've moved into a friend's spare room while I figure out lawyers and money and how the hell to tell my parents. Oh, by the way, my husband had a secret vasectomy. His last text to me said, "I wish you could see this from my side." I panicked. I didn't want to be a dad. I thought maybe if you found out you couldn't have kids, you'd eventually be okay with being child-free. You're leaving over a medical procedure that doesn't even affect you physically. I don't know if what he did fits some legal definition of abuse, but it sure as hell feels like gaslighting on expert mode, changing reality, watching me break under it, then calling me dramatic when I finally see the truth. So if you've listened this far, I really want to know, if your partner secretly got a vasectomy while pretending to try for a baby with you, watched you do all the tests, cry over every month, blame your own body, told his doctor he hoped the infertility workup would point to you, and was honest about not wanting kids with the woman he was cheating with, is that something you could ever forgive? Is this just his body, his choice? Or is this one of the worst kinds of betrayal, messing with your future, your fertility, and your mind, all at once? Because right now, I'm a 31-year-old woman sleeping on a friend's lumpy couch, grieving a child I never even had a chance to try for honestly, and wondering if it's better to be alone with my own choices than with someone who will literally cut his body open before he gives me the truth.